Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another late night here on the East Coast. How y'all doing? Hopefully pretty good. Well, maybe some of you are sitting here going, what the heck? What is this game? Hopefully not. But it is likely the case. No, I'm a big proponent for roguelikes. I love them. We've talked about this ad nauseum. I'm just crazy for them. Let's turn the music off for a minute, though. I do love the menu music here. It's Tales of Maj'Eyal, rather, sorry, or Tome for short, is a really weird game in all the right ways. It's a roguelike, but not in a traditional sense. It's sort of it's a long open world narrative. That might sound crazy. There's like, what do you mean? Imagine like I think the best example is the original Fallout, and you all know how much I like the original, like Fallout 1, not Fallout 2. Fallout 2 is a great game in its own right, but it has a different feel. But it's similar to Fallout 1 in the fact that you sort of enter an area, you do a couple dungeons and you go out to the world map and, you explore looking for new areas and hopefully you don't, sort of go a little too far, but you can. Because in Fallout 1, you can go right to the last area, go right to the last boss at the beginning of the game. You can do that in this game. At least as far as I know, because I've never beaten it. I've heard Tales of Maj'Eyal takes 20 hours to beat. I've heard it takes 40 hours to beat. In a single run, I've played Sword of the Stars: The Pit, another game I love. We played that on stream. That is a single dungeon, but it does, usually take like multiple hours to reach the bottom of the dungeon, which is pretty cool. Which is sort of atypical for roguelikes. Normally you have something like going back to NetHack or Rogue, you can beat like those in an hour fairly easily. I mean, they're difficult, but reaching the bottom in an hour is not out of the question, or in NetHack's case, reaching the bottom and coming to the top. But stuff like that, Stone Soup. And I found Tales of Montreal out like a long time ago, and I bought the game eventually because at first it was free with a donation system, but eventually it did come to Steam, and I bought it because I played it so much previously, and we have streamed it. I'm not sure if we always stream the Steam version. But I've streamed it multiple times. It's actually kind of cool. I Googled it to check. Like I went to my YouTube to see, when was the last time I streamed this game? The last time I streamed it was March 1st of 2016. And that was around the time that the Embers of Rage expansion came out. I played sort of mid-February, a little bit in March. Just played around with that expansion. I was terrible at it. It was cool. It added like steampunk stuff. It added orcs, which were sort of non-existent from the Maj'Eyal universe until that point. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool stuff. And I played a whole bunch with the expansion before that, which is actually what this is from. The Ashes of Uruk, or something like that, I think. What is it actually called? The Ashes of Uruk. I don't know how you say that, but I love that one. It's incredible. I really like the classes that came out of this. Previously, the Cursed was my favorite class. Well, I guess the Summoner. I do like playing Summoner. But the Ashes of Uruk was really good. Good. But new expansion. Heyo. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Speaking of me playing the game, scrolling down, it's just weird seeing like little smatterings of me play this game throughout the years. But the first time I played it on stream was actually day 19. And it's sort of cool and nostalgic because there was a period there where I was playing. The idea was every day I would do a stream. And I managed to keep that up for about 2.5 years, and then now I've been streaming a little more intermittently, just because of my recent injury. But we're still, we're getting back in the swing of things. I hope they get back to every day. But day 19 though, like, oh my god! So that's February 14th of 2015. It's so crazy Just seeing something like that and thinking about how long the journey's been. You know what I mean? It's been nuts, and I love it. We have a great community. You know, we get to hang out and play games with each other. I'm always like makes my day when, you know, I see everyone in Discord playing Killing Floor or something together. Because that, you know, that just makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I've accomplished a small thing in my life, you know, outside of the norm. It's great. But anyway, Tales of Maj'Eyal, it's a really good game. I really like it. If it, I believe it's going to go on sale because a new expansion is coming out. Check it out if you like seeing what you're seeing. You know, I would not recommend getting the expansions, although I do love the Ashes of a Rock expansion. But I would not recommend buying them right away. There's like hundreds of hours of gameplay to be had without the expansions. And you may find they just complicate the gameplay somewhat. Because once you understand how to play the game, the new classes are varying degrees of difficulty, but I would say they're all expecting that you know a bit about the game. The Ashes classes, for example, have a special start, and they're all quite difficult in the beginning. I've had many runs die within the first like 30 seconds of an Ashes run. But either way, let's read about this. I'm going to treat all of you like you've never heard of this game before, because I think, sadly, you know, when I first started, my old Twitch community would have known. I think a lot of you guys, we have sort of got off the roguelike thing, and maybe a lot of you guys don't know about this game. It is a very fleshed out universe. Now, from what I understand, you know, please do correct me if I'm wrong here, but from my understanding, it's a single guy programming the game. There's a guy who does art for it, like he gets paid to do art for it. There is a man who has done the music for this. I believe it was his own music before this game, but he has made tracks specifically for the game. They're good. They're good tracks. A lot of fun. It's kind of like a mixed bag. Like that Kevin... Is it Kevin MacLeod? You know, the guy who does like all those sort of weird tracks for various YouTube videos. But yeah, anyway, it is a very fleshed out story. I think there's also a guy who does the story, or at least like does writing for it. I don't know if that's freelance or, you know, if he's under a more permanent employee. I'm not sure, but I do remember having spoken to a man who worked on the. Well, I assume it was my bad. I think it had a male name. I don't know, but worked on the story for it a little bit. Pretty cool guy. Either way. Welcome to Maj'Eyal. This is the Age of Ascendancy. You're going to see a little bit of Tolkien stuff in there, but it borrows from a lot of things, and it spews out a lot of really cool stuff. And I think it doesn't matter how much you borrow from other mediums, how much you borrow from other stories, if you can build a consistent feeling world. You know what I mean? Like everything in Maj'Eyal feels together. It's kind of a big deal instead of like just borrowing something from another setting and it just kind of doesn't mesh. Either way, I apologize. This is the Age of Ascendancy. After over 10,000 years of strife, pain, and chaos, the known world is at last at relative peace. The last effects of the spell blaze have been tamed. Land slowly heals itself and the civilizations rebuild themselves after the Age of Pyre. Now, I don't actually remember as much as I should, but I'm pretty sure the elves had something to do with that. And so the elves are kind of shunned by people. And there's two types of elves, as far as I know. You can play as both of them. But I think, like, one of them is, like, super in hiding. And the other's a little more easier to come across, I guess. But I'm pretty sure everyone, like, hates their guts. It's been 122 years since the Allied Kingdoms were established under the rule of Toknor and his wife Mervinia. Can I click on that to learn more? I think they do have like a wiki or a website where you can read about all this stuff, though. Together they ruled the kingdom with fairness and brought prosperity to both halflings and humans. Nice. Nice. The king died of old age 14 years ago, and his son Tolak is now king. The Elven kingdoms are quiet. They Shaelor elves in their home of Elvala are trying to make the world forget about their role in the Spellblaze and are living happy lives under the leadership of Erenian Gael. Cool. I think these are like the Speedy Speed elves. They live in like Tree Town. The Thalorn elves keep to their ancient tradition of living in the woods. Oh, I was wrong. I hope these aren't Crystal Dick elves. Ruled as always by Nasilla Tentalin, wise. The dwarves of the Iron Throne have maintained a careful trade relationship with the allied kingdoms for nearly 100 years, yet not much is known about them, not even their leader's name. I don't think I've ever played as a dwarf in this game, because much like Dungeons and Dragons, and unfortunately most settings, the baseline human is kind of OP in a lot of ways. But we can talk about that in a second. You know, I do feel like I should at some point play a dwarf. Although I used to always play halfling alchemist when I first started. While the people of Maj'Eyal know that the mages helped put an end to the terrors of the Spellblaze, they also did not forget that it was magic that started those events. Very true. As such, mages are still shunned from society, if not outright hunted down. You actually need, it's really cool because if you play a spellcaster in the game, there's like these anti-mage groups that go around and like flog everybody and like burn you at the stake. And if you play as like these anti-mage groups, there's like rogue wizards that like chase you down. Now, you don't have to join an anti-magic group. It's cool though. I have done anti-magic runs with Cursed, I believe. I really like it, but I've never managed to complete the quest to actually join it because you die. Hey, Nilockin, what's up, my man? I'll finish reading what you said in 2 seconds, sorry. Still, this is a golden age. Civilizations are healing the wounds of thousands of years of conflict, and the humans and the halflings have made a lasting peace. You're an adventurer, set out to discover wonders, explore old places, and venture into the unknown for wealth and glory. I love this. I just love this game. Too much. You really like this game, always play on Iron Man mode, as do I, and the game is not afraid to shaft you real fast. Yes, correct. You can totally put like 10k turns in the game, took a monster wrong, and lose it all. Yeah, so this is the thing. This might bother you, and it might bother a lot of people. It doesn't bother me at all. But like, because I'll play Sword of the Stars The Pit, a game I really enjoy. You know, I'll get like 4 hours into a run, and I'll die. It happens. That game, it's less biting because there's like a bank system which helps your characters, but that's beside the point. Tales of Maj'Eyal, though. My god. So I play on roguelike. You have 1 life with an asterisk. You can gain some self-resurrection in the game. 1 is an artifact that about 50% of the time I'll come across early game on one of the bosses. It's very good. It'll just literally just give you another life, though. I don't think I've found another resurrection after that. But you can, you can play an adventure here, which will give you a couple, like you have a life and then you get extra lives as you level up. Or you could play on sort of, baby mode exploration. And it's not really fair to say baby mode, because this is a very punishing game. But if you do just want to play this and you just want to go and like have that Diablo feel instead of a roguelike feel, if you want to be like, oh, I'm going out and I'm killing stuff and I'm grinding and I'm getting equipment, exploration is great because it does give you the opportunity to actually complete the game, go through the story, learn things, and more importantly, one of my favorite aspects of games is unlocking things through gameplay in weird ways. And I'm not going to tell you how to unlock them because it's fun. It's fun, like these secrets. Like, I don't know how to unlock these two. I know how I unlocked the Summoner. I remember unlocking the Archmage. That was incredible. But it's cool. You can unlock through gameplay, usually through discovering these races or the classes or helping them. You can unlock the ability to play as one. Oh, this game's incredible, Maj'Eyal. Now, I do gotta say, you know, while I have played this game for years and years and years, and I originally streamed it quite early into sort of the revamp of my streaming career, like 3.5 years ago or whatever. I do have to say there's a new expansion out. It's coming out in like a week or two. Hang on, let me see if I have the exact day for you guys. But excitingly, what is one of my favorite things? Everybody knows it's Cthulhu. I love Cthulhu stuff. I love cults. I love, you know, eldritch horrors, right? And oh my god, if they aren't doing an expansion called Forbidden Cults. It releases May the 16th. But I've sort of got like an early access key for it. So disclaimer there. But I've spoke many praises about this game before, and I've never let, a key change my opinion of something yet. Which reminds me of Judge. I was so hyped for Judge. I got a key for that. I played it, and then I was like, oh, fuck, because I loved the previous game they made. But oh well, I'm sure it's for some people, not myself. Either way, if you're playing this game and you're like, what the heck how do I play a video game? Let me tell you, kids. Do you want to have fun? Yeah, you do. You're gonna pick Kornak. It's just super baseline human. You can see, hang on, pain. You can see like no bonuses to any of your stats or anything. Only 10 life per level. No experience penalty, and you get like an extra talent point, which just means you can make some of your stuff stronger, or give yourself more options. It's just good. Baseline, very strong. I normally play Kornak because it's quite potent. And then if you want fun, you just click Alchemist, and you're good to go your first game. You can just blow the shit out of everything. It's awesome. You collect and create gems, and you just throw them like grenades, and then you kind of have like 2 builds you can go. You can level up your like 2 main builds, but you can sort of make like a super monster. It's like a Frankenstein's monster, and you can make him like smarter, and you can upgrade him, and you can give him equipment, and so that's pretty cool. You can basically, be the guy who the monster is like 10 times better than you, and you just sit back and have it kill everything, and and then from the monster build, you can have like, do I want a physical monster or do I want to have a spellcaster monster? It's kind of neat. Or you can play the build I like to play, which is like nukes. You basically just turn gems into nukes, and you just throw them in rooms and watch everything detonate and pray they don't catch you. Pretty good. I like it, but that's why I recommend if you want to play this game first time. That said, though, what's this? The thirst for knowledge is seen by most arcane users as a good thing. Some take it too far. Some delve in lost knowledge. Oh, dwell, sorry. They may gain huge power from it, but at what cost? Well, yeah, we're going to try the new expansion one. Frick yeah. I'm excited. I want to be a little Cthulhu, man. Like I said, this game has huge backstory. I'm going to read as much of it as I can, but we're going to get to the Crystal Caves at some point, and I'm not going to read all the journals in the Crystal Caves, because I've read them 100,000 times, and it's very long. It's detailing this man's, like, logs, basically. Anyway. Writhing ones know that what we call horrors hold the key to some ancient knowledge and power from the Age of Haze, and they are ready to do anything to access it. In their lust for power, they somehow lost a part of themselves, turning more and more into the horrors they study. Most of them forego an entire arm and turn it into a deadly tentacle. Some are even known to never leave their sanctuary without their own worm that walks friend. I would like quotations or italics here. I feel like worm that walks is like a name. You know what I mean? I feel like worm that walks is like a noun. But if I'm wrong, then this is just a weird sentence. Either way, their most important stats are strength and magic. Hey, I like magic. This is an older RPG. This is a roguelike, Fapedorf. But I like to compare it to Fallout 1. It's an open world roguelike. You can progress to the story at your own leisure. You can go back and grind. Although the game has a really interesting mechanic you'll have fun when you try and do that. Because what happens is, there's a whole bunch of starting areas, and if you know where they are, you can keep going back and like grinding up, which is a good idea because you usually have to do about 2 of them before you're ready for sort of a tier 2 area, if you will. It's generally a good idea is to do 2 of the tier you're on, then you can do the next one. But if you go back to an area, or if you go to an area that you're much like over leveled for, it'll say this area feels like a walk in the park or a breeze or something like that. You kill all those guys. But if you get a little bit too high leveled for an area, it transforms the area into like a sinister, higher leveled version. So it's pretty cool. There's actually a strategy where you visit a bunch of areas at like a low level so that you lock them in so that they'll never transform into the higher level area. I don't worry about that though. I think it's a bit gamey. This game's hard though, for sure. I'm going on roguelike because that's what I like. I like having one life. I like having a character. I like dying and learning and then starting over again. I'm fine with that, and I always play on normal. I've never played on easier. You know, like, oh no, like I don't even know what it would be like playing on anything more than normal. Normal is difficult, definitely, and we're going into new territory for me. Because I know a lot of the sort of early to mid game enemies and encounters, and I know what will kill me in a hit or two, and what I have a chance to dish it out with. But in this new area, who knows? Like I said, when the Ashes of Uruk expansion came out, it was horrible death. Like you can start. I'll show you one actually. I'm pretty sure. Is it Doombringer? I think so. So if we go Doombringer here, I just call this like, Turticus. Click this. So it's really cool though that like different classes have different starts, but different races also have different starts. Your class will take priority if there is one. It's just neat. I don't really care. Yeah, I do really like this class though. I think it's great. Okay, that's good. Yes. Okay, but this is one of the starts. This is like the Ashes of Uruk expansion start for the Doombringer. And like, I'm just gonna walk here and just watch how fast you can get yourself killed. I mean, normally you'd fight these enemies. Problem is a lot of them like teleport around. And it's not like they die fast either is a problem. Yeah, so I just got dazed here, so I'm essentially dead. But it is that quick with this expansion. This actually, this Embers of Rage. I wish I was better at the game, I guess. When I played Embers of Rage, I had a hell of a time getting anywhere. I just died over and over and over. But if you like stories, you like roguelikes, you like dungeon crawl, yeah, this is a very good game for all that stuff. Either way, maybe we should play as like something fun. So we need strength and magic with this class. I think dwarves have minus magic, yeah. Okay. I don't think we're ever going to get someone that's like plus strength and magic. The higher, which have the ability to regenerate. And we would have more life per level, 1 extra point, but 15% experience penalty. So no, I'll just go Cornac. It's baseline, it's good. At some point we'll play some of the other ones. That's okay. Who do we call this guy? Let's give him a good name, shall we? We could do a lady. I think one of my highest characters is a lady. She's a badass. Let's see. Oh, I know. Good old Bunyip. Bunyip's a good classic. And we'll do writhing one here. I suppose Bunyip was a writhing one when he hit his head. Okay. Whoa, look at this. What is that? Some do not walk upon a straight road, others follow. Seek the hidden paths outside the normal course of life. Pretty cool. I hope someday I manage to unlock that. Okay, well, we're good. So this should have a unique start for this new class, which is kind of cool. This is sort of like your level up screen in the game. It looks messy when you're new to the game, but it makes a lot of sense otherwise. Stats go here, class skills go here, generic skills go here, and a category point is a confusing way of, like, not super confusing, but, you know, if you're new, confusing way of saying, like, one of these, this is a category of skill. This is a category of general skill, to be specific. You mouse over anything, it'll tell you, like, you know, that's what it is, talent category. But the cool thing is, because we start as a Cornac, we can choose to unlock a new category. I think you have to wait till level 10 to get these. No. Oh, nice. Normally you do. This one you do. But so, if we wanted, we could unlock Demented Slow Death as a category. So we can now put points into it. Obviously, you only get so many points, and upgraded skills are a lot stronger than just regular skills. So it's like, well, do I want to learn new skills that have different cooldowns or give me different abilities, or do I want to make my old skills very strong? It's sort of this interesting balancing act, and then you need certain stats to get certain levels of skills. But the other thing you can do with a category point is upgrade one of your old ones. You can see I can turn this from 1.3 times, which means this correlates to my magic skill. So my magic is right here, 13. So I get the equivalent of 1.3 times my magic. So like, what, 17 is what my magic is counted as. If I do this, I'll get another 0.2 times my magic added to all of these abilities. So it's interesting, right? It's like one of those things, like, do I want to spread myself thin? Do I just want to focus on one thing? I don't know. And this is a new class. I don't know anything about it. Except for the fact we're Cthulhu cultists, which is pretty cool. Although, actually, it doesn't seem like we're really a cultist right now. We're more like studying and, like, sort of being overcome by, like, this want for power. So it looks, though, like magic, 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 magic. Most of our skills are magic related. I'm just going to go ahead and beef that up. Okay, so we have 3 class points. Oh, each stat, of course, gives different bonuses. Right? Strength here gives you physical power, max encumbrance, physical save. Is that, you know, dexterity is your defense and stuff like that. Big one, though, is health. Or vitality, I think. Constitution, sorry. Because physical save is not reduction in damage, it's your chance to save against a physical debuff. Which would be like stun. So this is actually huge. But I normally, you know me, I'm a glass cannon. I'm just going to put all my points in magic. Because, hell yeah, spell save, spell power. Okay, so we currently have a tentacle. And I can't unlearn it. We're stuck with it. Because it can alter the world in a permanent way. So we can never unlearn the fact that we have a tentacle for an arm. Or hand, actually. Your left hand mutates into a disgusting mass of tentacles. Not even one tentacle. When you have your offhand empty, you automatically hit your target. And those on the side whenever you hit with a basic attack. Okay, so we have like a built-in cleave. And a second hit, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so increasing our physical power, obviously we do a little bit more damage there. Now, I believe, so the weird thing is I always forget. Accuracy is very important. This overcomes like armor and stuff. Physical power, I think, is like for damage reduction. Like it's like getting through armor. That's the hit. So more physical power means we go through more armor. Anyone know any complex roguelikes on Android? Sorry, not really, Fire, I've tried, man. I've tried to put so many roguelikes on my phone. I got Stone Soup. You can get Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup on your phone. But it's a pain in the ass to play, because obviously it's touchscreen controls. But I'm a big fan of roguelikes, and it breaks my heart. Either way, so, let's see. Each time you make an attack with your tentacle, you gain 10 insanity. Now, a lot of classes in this game will have unique stat, like bars, if you will. So we have an insanity bar. I don't know if we want insanity high or low. You generate a low-power psionic field around you when civilized people... But when you're around civilized people, that prevents them from seeing you for the horror you are. Oh, cool! Okay, so no one knows I'm a tentacle freak. Just like real life. Nice. I have played Pixel Dungeon. It's pretty good. But yes, it's too simple. Do you know which game? A little bit off topic. Apologies to the stream here. What game is very simple to play, is extremely good, and I would love to see on Android? There's two of them. There's Hieroglyphica. I believe that's what it's called. Hieroglyphica, yep. And that one where you plays the butcher. You know what I'm talking about? Probably nobody knows what I'm talking about. I did play it a few times on stream though. It's incredible. It's all about like positioning and it's called... I'm sorry, give me... If I don't find it real quick, we'll just call her a day. I'll go back to the stream. Depths of Tolagal. Depths of Tolagal. It's incredible. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened with the developer, but their game's been pulled off Steam, and I think they had some sort of internal conflict maybe, or they went out of it like bankrupt. I don't know. Either way, so we can go down this tree and get more tentacle talents. That's cool. Or, I mean, let's keep looking at this one though. So this mutated hand, you can see tentacle hand has these stats, so we deal so much damage. It uses 100% of our magic. So right now it says 13.4. If we take away magic, I don't know. Didn't really notice a change there. That's okay. Has a crit chance, attack speed. 100% is... Speeds in this game are a little bit weird. Because, like, you'll notice, like, even, like, having 1.1 speed is, like, so good, because that means every 10 turns you get an extra turn, like, on everybody else, and it's really weird and crazy when you're interacting with a ton of stuff all operating on different turn timers. You know what I mean? It's weird, because it's not like in Final Fantasy, which has turn-based combat, where it's like, oh, ding! Okay, cool, it's their turn. It's like, no. It's just every few turns, one of you will get an extra turn. And there's nothing worse than misjudging an encounter because you got up next to them right when they got their their 2 turn in a row. Okay. So grow horrific tentacles to assail your foes. That sounds fun. Let your body mutate in terrible and efficient ways. Ooh. Alright, what's this one? Shed skin. You shed the outer layer of your mutated skin and empower it to act as a damage shield for 7 turns. Oh, so it costs insanity. Okay, so insanity is something we build up. It's like a meter that we expend. Okay. Well, that seems pretty good. Alright, think about that one. Pustulant growth. Ugh. Neat. Path of Horror. Continue your journey on the side of horror. Hey, Yo Duda! What's up, my man? Carrion feet, eh? Okay, so we can never unlearn this. We're stuck with our carrion feet. Reminds me of Caves of Cud. I need to replay that. Our little beetle engineer was incredible. Alright, so your feet start to continuously produce carrion worms. Oh, what the heck? Did not expect that. They're constantly crushed as you walk. I think carrion worms are mealworms, are they not? Passively increasing movement speed by 11%. That's very good. You can also activate this talent to instantly destroy more worms, letting you jump. So we're like producing worms, and then we can like Goomba stomp our worms, and I guess like rocket jump off them. That's pretty fun. On landing, you crush more worms, creating a radius 2 cone of gore. Any creatures caught inside deal 70% less damage for 1 turn. If at least one enemy is affected by the cone, you get an additional 20 insanity. Okay, so this seems like a very good skill to level up. That's our blink. Blink in or blink out. But cooldown to 15 though, so it's probably more of... The problem is, right, you're looking at this, you're like, oh, so you blink in, or you jump on top of them, then you hit them. But it's like 15 turns now that you have to not get out of that. I don't know, it's a little sketch. What's this? Controlled horrors. Summon decaying horrors to do your bidding. Okay. Use your bond with horrors to summon 3 decaying devourers for 4 turns. The decaying horrors cannot move and will attack all hostile creatures around them. They possess the talents Bloodbath, Gnashing Teeth, and Frenzied Bite. All its primary stats will be set to 15 based on your magic stat. Oh, cool. Okay. Life rating increased by 2, and all talent levels set to 1. The other stats will scale with level. Your increased damage, damage penetration, critical strike chance, and critical strike multiplier stats will all be inherited. Yeah, alright. Decayed Devourer. What are you guys thinking so far? Like, what I like to do when I play this game, I like to pick one of these and focus hard on it, and then, like, put points and other stuff to work around it. Do you know what I mean? I like the strat of going more HP defense and speed. Oh man, Firino. And you can do that in this game. So, again, if you ever play it, Ashes of Uruk has... no, not Ashes of Uruk. No, you have to unlock the Cursed. The Cursed is a class that comes later. It is in the base game, but when you unlock the Cursed, holy shit, like my favorite runs were with the Cursed. Because, like, you can just go this one build. Like, you get yourself a huge two-handed weapon or something, and you just go ham. But, like, you go real fast, you're flying around the map. But it's kind of like one of those things, like, if you miscalculate, you die. But you just get in there and you're just going like Mach 30. You're getting extra turns on top of people. And really cool. Really cool. So definitely doable. There's other ways to play that class. You can play it as like a AoE debuffy guy and stuff like that. Or you can play it as like a spread disease guy, I think. It's neat, but that's the one I like to play. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I love Glass Cannon. Oh, cool, Yoduda. Cool. I used to know this guy, Kursatoka. I don't know if anyone knows him. He sometimes streams on Twitch very regularly, but yeah, he was really good at this game. Taught me some pretty cool cursed build. That he was trying to make a staff work with it. It was neat. Either way, so what are we thinking, though? Are we thinking, like, these horrors so far? Tentacles? I think the shield might be okay. You know, if we're going to be running in there. Let's check this one, though. Demented, disfigured face. Your face is the stuff of nightmares, huh? Your tongue turns into a diseased tentacle that you use to lick enemies in a cone. Okay. Lick creatures take 100% tentacle damage that ignores armor and gets sick, gaining a random disease for 5 turns. That deals 8.35 blight damage per turn and reduces strength, dexterity, or constitution by 3. Pardon me. If at least one enemy is hit, you gain 10 insanity. Disease damage will increase your spell power. Okay, interesting. That's the last unlocked tree. This one here? Or this one? We'll check both, don't you worry. Turn the insides of your body into a digesting weapon of pain. Digest. Make a melee attack dealing 151% weapon damage and attempt to snatch a foe that has 10% life or less left and swallow it whole. While you digest it, you gain 1 insanity per turn. Nice. You only die at minus 72.7 life. Digestion lasts for 50 turns for an elite and 25 turns for others. That's kind of neat. It's not quite a heal, but in the middle of combat, that's kind of useful. Let's see. The pain you inflict, I think it means you, and you inflict to the victim you're digesting is so intense something breaks inside it, giving you a way into its mind. When you digest, you can steal a random talent from your victim, and you can use it for yourself at talent level 1. At talent level 5, you can choose which talent to use. Oh, what? You may not steal a talent which you already know. The stolen talent will not use any resources to activate. Okay. Inner tentacles. Your stomach grows small tentacles inside which probe and torment your digested victim even more. I mean, this is a lot of things banking on a 15-turn cooldown that you can only attempt to use it on a foe with 10% life left or less. I'm not feeling it, but anyway. Whenever you deal a critical strike, the tentacles probe harder, feeding your more, I think it means you, more energy from the pain of your victim, making you able to feed on the pain you, again, cause to others for 3 turns. This feels like somebody, like, accidentally copy replaced. The effect gives you 20% chances to leech off your attacks, healing you for 4% of the damage done. Okay. Yeah. Consume whole. Instantly consume what remains of your victim, healing yourself for 118 life and generating 9 insanity. I don't know about that. I'm not feeling this, man. Let's check out Demented, Friend of the Worm. Conjure your worm that walks, friend. You unlock it temporarily so we can see how the first talent scales. Yeah, absolutely, dude. First talent scales. So, I mean, you do get a lot more melee weapon damage. But again, to me, the problem here... Sorry, I'll bring my cursor over. To me, the problem here is 15-turn cooldown. And I understand that's because of... Holy shit, though. Minus 150 life. That scale's pretty good. And you gain 20 insanity when you use it. That's pretty good. Because then... You'd be hard to kill. Here's the thing, though, right? So you only die at minus 149.1 life, but we have no way to heal. So in 25 turns, if we're at like minus 100 life, we're still dead. You know what I mean? It's neat though, right? It's still pretty cool. It's something to think about. The insanity gain's potentially really good. I think there's going to be a build with going digest here, like this tree, and getting the horrific body and just being like a walking tank. Do you know what I mean? I could see that. I could definitely see that. Alright, let's look at this one here. I can't take this till level 10. So maybe we don't even look at it. So let's see. We have our mutated hand. This gives me Whirlwind. Spin around, extending your weapon and damaging all targets around you for 176 weapon damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. 176%, sorry. And you hit them with tentacle damage. Okay. And we can plant your tentacle hand in the ground where it splits up and extends and hits stuff. Okay. And we can constrict people with them. Shaylor for the cooldown reduction. I like the way you think. That said, if you take Shaylor, you're not going to be able to get this till level 10. So, you know, that's a bit of a problem. That's what I love about this game, right? There's so many ways to build it. And look, we haven't even started. We're not even playing the game yet. And maybe that's boring to some people, but I love it. I love, like, trying to figure stuff out, you know? Now, this is our first run. We're going to make mistakes, and we are going to die. I'm totally cool with dying in this game. I die in this game all the time, and I have a good time doing it. So, we're going to die, and then we're going to come back. And we're going to learn a few things. We're going to hopefully do something else. What do you think about trying, like, the summons, maybe? I feel like this is probably the weakest build, because face value, it seems like we get a lot of talents for getting into melee, dealing melee damage, surviving in melee, but this is like a summoner build, right? So it doesn't seem quite as like obviously good. Gonna take Tinkers? I don't know what that is. Sorry, dude. But let's check these out. So we summon 3 Decaying Devourers, 15 turn cooldown again, and it costs 20 insanity. So we have to generate that 20 insanity first. I see. Alright, that's a little painful. Five turn cooldown here for the Tongue Lash. Embers of Rage DLC. I mean, I do have the Embers of Rage DLC. I know there's Tinkers in the game. I'm not sure what you mean by take Tinkers, though. Sorry. I've never, like, got too far in this game. I'll get to, like, sort of the mid-game, and then I die. And I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? I enjoy the journey. So... do you guys want to try for the eat stuff build? That could be fun, right? Let's do it. Get shed skin. So we have a shield. 10 turn cooldown. 85. Excellent. We'll just put 1 point in that. Let's, it does sound fun, that's the problem. I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what, this sounds pretty fun. Let's take a couple points in digest. Let's look over here. Generic points. This is all max right now. Chaos orbs. Okay, sustained. Enter and cooldown. You harness the chaos created by high insanity. Each time you trigger an insanity chaotic effect with a power higher than 20, or you can make that 13, or lower than minus 20, the minus 13, you gain a chaos orb for 10 turns. Each orb increases your damage by 3%. Doesn't seem great. I'm not loving that. So, I don't know. We'll hold off. I want to level up my weapons and armor training and all that stuff. Man, you start with like a lot of good points, though. We got combat accuracy, weapon mastery, and heavy armor training at 1 already. It's nice. Yeah, I accept all my changes. Welcome, Bunya. You're one of several like-minded individuals that delves into knowledge long lost and forgotten, and seeks sanctuary from an outside hostile world to such activities. Pursuing research in the forgotten and inactive fortress of Krush-Kur. The reasons of pursuit differ, with some looking to uncover knowledge hailing back from long-lost ages, and races immensely powerful Maj'Eyal, while others explore the origins of themselves and the other races. That's kind of cool, right? It's like this huge group of Buddhists, except some of the Buddhists actually want tentacles. Regardless of the subject or method of research, no rules exist to constrain anyone in their approach. This has led to experimentation, oh geez, degenerates, and what many would deem mad and certainly forbidden among surface dwellers. If Krush-Kur were to be found, it would almost certainly be destroyed. Therefore, the only rules that truly exist in the sanctuary are that of secrecy and safeguarding the accrued knowledge that has been obtained therein. But today the sanctuary is threatened by a giant worm that is tunneling directly towards Krush-Kur. If nothing is done... oh, that's really cool, right? If nothing is done, it will collide with and destroy what remains of an ancient fortress. One idea to dealing with the worm is for someone to teleport inside it and make their way towards the worm's brain cluster and destroy it. Okay, so we're like Data in Nemesis. Alternatively, you can consider leaving before the worm arrives and finding your own purpose in the outside world. As with all things here, nothing restrains you in what path you ultimately choose. The question is whether you step into the portal to teleport into the worm, or leave now while it's safe to do so and let Krush-Kur be destroyed. Listen, I like eating things. Worms like eating things. I feel like we need to become one with the worm. Ugh. Yo, Duda, I don't actually know what the Sandworm Dungeon is, but I have had the bear parade or whatever happened, and that was one of the worst things I've... Okay, statue that has special breathing method required. Sure. I'm just going to change my bar around a little bit here. Teleport the Krush-Kur. Oh, that's cool. What do I want, though? I want... oh, this is all messed up. Okay. Want our jump on 2. Shield on 3. That's good. Digest. That's probably good on 4. Swap these around. Which is the lower cooldown? That one. And then we need our is it K for skills? C. Talents. Where's my mutated hand? Oh, did I not have another active effect? I thought I did. Nope, that's it. Okay, cool. So we'll just put digest on 1 then. Chaos Orb. We'll activate that because it's sustained. Generation here, something like this. That looks good. The Archmage and Chronomancer start. Oh, Archmage start I've done, yeah. Or the... Yeah, what is this? A Sightless Acolyte. It's a Eldritch Horror. Level 50, 2,039 HP. I have how many? 122. I can take it. Creature sells weapons for the Sanctuary. This is cool. It's like a whole nother town. Well, obviously we want to keep these alive. Is this the day? Oh, Edge, it's the day, buddy. Remember to use the healing infusion in your inventory. I don't have one, man. I know sometimes you do have different infusions in your inventory you can add. Oh, we have a cool tentacle hand. Love it. I gotta get my wizard hat back. So, this game has a really cool system of, like, think of Diablo 3's potions. I think that's a really good example. Diablo 3 is, like, the potions that they're reusable, and they have special effects, like you can get magical versions. This is, very similar to that. You can get different versions, but there's 2 types. One are runes, which I believe are magical, and infusions, which are sort of metaphysical. So, and that is very important. Like I mentioned, there is a very big magic, anti-magic divide in the game. Well, that was a door. Portal to the Maggot. I'm all about that statue. Can I read it? No. Who's this guy? Drem Cultist. The Face of the Deep. I don't think I have any money. 15 gold. No, I would love to buy like a healing infusion. Maybe we'll try and go anti-magic or something. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, my insanity is going down. Your mental insanity. The higher it becomes, the more chaotic and insane you are. The higher it is, the more random your damage and cooldowns become. Whoa, okay. That's interesting. Well, let's go into the maggot, boys. Did Twitch break /me? Oh, I can't get Twitch to work /me either, dude. Like the Barbarian of Dragon Realms Mud. Oh, man! There's a reference. Maggot's Nerval Spine. Well, this is a cool dungeon. I like this. This brings me back to, like, you know, Diablo 1 days. Or, like, Dungeon Keeper or something. Although, like, we're inside, like, a body, so... I think we're supposed to probably follow the Nerval Spine. No, I can just walk around the dungeon like this, pitter-pattering. But there is, I believe, an auto-explore key, which I used to bind to Zed. There she is. What is that, a tumor? It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. It's a dendritic hemospinner. This strange cell can somehow connect to Maj'Eyal itself. Sustained talents, mitosis. Let's kill it, shall we? Okay. What happened there? Bloated ooze. Oh, cool. So it creates oozes and it splits the damage between them. Well, let's throw our shield up here. I don't know if anyone noticed, but the graphics have... There's new graphics now. Stuff. I think I just tentacle whipped that guy. And I'm going to try and eat him now. No. 10% or less life? Holy shit, that's going to be hard to do. Yeah. 10% or left. That is going to be real tricky to get. We're going to try it anyway. What does /me do? It used to be like an emote function. Twitch. So the Auto Explorer, I mean, it's been a lot of these type of games. It's good stuff. Oh, here we go. Might be able to eat our first guy. 3% HP. It failed. I couldn't digest them. We tried though. But this game does a very good auto-explore. It'll just stop if we see an enemy or something interesting or we take damage. So, and it'll auto-rest as well, which is nice. It'll like rest you up to full, which can be a problem. Is there something... Alright, let's try jumping on this guy. Bam! Okay, I don't think that damaged him at all. Let's get the old shield going, shall we? It counts after the damage of the attack is applied. Fuck, it probably does, Yoduda. That's a good call. Okay. We're in a little bit of a pickle here. Remember, we can always jump out, though. This is classic roguelike fashion. Pull them in the corridor. So let's try now. He's at 21%. Killed him. Wait, did we eat him? Oh, we killed him. No, we ate him. It said digesting in there. Let's jump out. Up our regeneration. So our two sorted potions here. We have regeneration. Heals us for 60 life over 5 turns. And this one here, it cures itself of 1 random physical effect. Reduces all damage taken for a little bit. I'll try /me. Hiya. Oh, yeah, that worked for me. Sorry, Edge. Okay, what is this thing? Protoplasmic controller. That's cool. Alright, let's try it. It does look like you need to sort of get a killing blow. Like you need to drop them to that 10%. Although, oh, this is a projectile. So yes, like I said, there's a speed in the game. Projectiles have speed, so we can see this. So I can move out of the way. Like that's so cool. Oh shit. All right. Preemptively get that going. Oh, wasn't quite enough. Okay. Let's get the regen going. It's on me here. Saturation when using food. Yeah, I know that. Okay, we are poisoned. Alright, alright. Back it up, get our shield going. Chop these guys. There we go. Too bad. Like I said, this game is ruthless. We're just in like a beginning area, presumably. Sustains. Oh yeah, our sustain ran out. It must have a cooldown. I'll check it. Long have we dwelt in the dirt? Oh, the earth, apparently. The light of the surface never touching our sanctuary. You sought power, which few can even guess at, and learned to wield the power of the Dark Ones squirming in the void. But after our long seclusion, a creature from the depths has come to destroy our fortress. This maggot is a creature which consumes anything in front of it, sliding through the earth and carving a path of destruction. This shall be where it stops. With the power we have gathered, not even this creature could hope to stop us. Entropy will triumph over all things. It's always funny when someone says that, but you're finding, like, the journal where they wrote that in the belly of the beast, you know what I mean? While the hide of the creature has proven too tough to break through, we have devised a clever method to rid ourselves of it. By feeding it a special artifact, we should be able to open a portal directly into its soft, vulnerable insides. From there it has no hope of saving itself. For the glory of the sanctuary, for the dark beyond darkness. Yeah? Okay, let's see. Is there a... just a sustained? I'm not sure why it turned off. Maybe I pushed a button. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, that's weird, Edge, yeah. I want to eat more stuff, though. Okay, let's check our weapons out. Oh, hold up. There we go. We do have a healing infusion. It's just, for some reason, it was on weapons at the start. Okay, what do we got? Iron Longsword. Iron Battle Axe is what? Is two-handed. We want to use a one-handed weapon so we can chop people with our tentacle. This is one-handed. So it's more damage. Gives me some crit. So cool thing, you can like instantly compare stuff in this game. You hold control. Oh, Edge, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. What happened? And the Scrying Orb and the Transmogrification Chest, these are artifacts that I've unlocked in previous playthroughs that like carry through to this one. We don't need a Mana Surge room. So heal yourself for 50, cleanse one wound with poison. Yeah. Let's get that healing infusion going. Please say it wasn't something with your cats. All the tech stuff with the cost stuff just became too much, started causing migraines just thinking about stuff. Well, I mean, you did a... Okay, hold up. I'm just going to jump out of this shenanigans. I'm not feeling it. Whoa! That had like a crazy range. Right. So people that don't know, Edge, you know, watched the stream long time back. But he made his own OS, actually. It sounded pretty cool. I was really excited to see how it would end up. But he's been doing that for years now. Literally years. Because when I first met him, like 3.5 years ago or whatever, he was doing it then. So yeah, that's unfortunate, dude. Hopefully you and the cats are still well, though. Did you ever get on like OSB or whatever the equivalent is? I forget if you were in Ontario or Alberta. We have managed to enter the beast. Alas, we were not prepared for the creature itself to have natural defenses. Pieces of its own flesh came to destroy us. We called upon the dark beyond, and it answered, withering the maggot's flesh right in front of our eyes. But for all our power, the flesh kept coming. My fellow cultists were not devoted enough in the end. They screamed and begged and cried and pleaded. So it shall be me who deals with this threat alone. Only my devotion is strong enough to defeat this creature. The density of its fleshling defenders grows and grows as I push my way towards the worm's head. They must fear that I shall destroy its brain, and I shall. So each of these little dungeons will have a boss at the end. Some of the bosses, like Billy the Bitch Troll, are really overpowered and will murder you. Some of them are not too bad. I don't know what this one's going to be like, but I'm hoping we're okay. Oh, defense versus armor, you might be saying. Well, what's the difference? I think defense is like, dodge. You know what I mean? I think it's like it lowers your chance to be hit. And armor lowers the damage you take. I think. Not sure why the sustain always turns off, but I don't like... Oh. Is it because... That's 10% all damage cell. That's not bad, actually. Maybe I underestimated that ability. Like, plus 10% damage is okay. Little bit confusing, though, because if we look at it, it says 2 stacks, so presumably 2 orbs, plus 10% damage dealt. But here it says 3%, but can stack up to 2, so that's 6%. Like, am I wrong? Am I missing something? I'll put another point into it. It seems good. Worse than build a stone troll is a patchwork troll. Oh, yeah. Whoa! What was that? A proto-sentient globula. Huge globula of protoplasma. Feel kind of proto-sentience emanating from it, and you can tell it is hungry. Alright, well, it's dead now, so... And we leveled up, yeah. Got 3 new stat points. I mean, we're going to have to start putting stuff in strength eventually, because it seems like no matter what we do, we're going to be like a melee class, right? We're also going to need points in constitution for the health. I mean, no joke there. We're definitely going to want heavy armor. Because I don't think any of this counts as magic. So I think we might go for like an anti-magic run. Which what that means is we're not going to be able to use magic weapons or armor either. So it's kind of interesting. I really like having that choice. And you don't even have to do it. You know? You don't have to worry about whether you're doing a magic or an anti-magic run at all if you don't want to. But it is a really cool option that you can have. And I love that. I love that there's so much in this game. So I think but all of our skills, you know, sort of go off magic. I kind of feel like we definitely want to put it up a little. Get another... So more weapon damage. More life and stuff. Digest is kind of a letdown right now, I'm not going to lie. Right? You know, it's not really doing a lot for me. Really close friends, not really supported. That's sorry, dude. I don't see is spell anywhere. No. Oh yeah, no, is a spell. You're right. Yeah. So yeah, we wouldn't be able to do it. That's unfortunate. Some of these like are just like innate. You know what I mean? Like it's an ability, but it's not like a spell. Oh well. I thought for sure like the controlled horrors, this would be like magic, but if we didn't do that, because the cursed has a similar thing. As soon as there's something else in your kit. Yeah. I know. It's so interesting. There's a lot. I kind of want to try these little guys, right? Yeah, sure. I think you can refund a point. So maybe we try these guys. We see what they're like. You know, and just throwing a point in something that's a 15 turn cooldown, even if they're just distractions, it's not going to kill you. Having more shield is probably going to be good though. Okay, what's this though? Each time your shed skin loses 39% of its max power, or you take damage over 15% of your maximum life, a black putrescent pustule grows on your body for 5 turns. Each pustule increases all your resistances by 1%. Scales your spell power. Oh, I bet you this scales the spell power too, actually. The damage. I bet you that's how we're up to 10%. That's pretty good then, actually. Let's keep that going. Keep it going. I think you know what we're doing. Digest. We're being a hungry muncher. I think. I do like the fun idea though of these decayed devourers. We'll just throw 1 point in there, right? What's the worst that could happen? I am gonna throw a point here. And here. I do want my strength and my constitution up a little bit, just so we don't get like one shot. A little bit more healing going our way. I'm gonna rebuff our shield because when you get a new talent level in something, sometimes stuff gets messed up. Now, did I eat that guy or no? I did. Okay, so if you kill them with digest, I think you still get the chance to eat them. So that's cool. 5 stacks plus 25%. Okay, that seems more correct. Oh, you can see them like spinning around. You can float up the 4 points. Excellent, yeah. I really appreciate having to hear you, Duda. You seem like the kind of dude that someone who has been away from the game for, you know, like a year and a half, 2 years, who wasn't all that good to begin with, you know, it really enjoys having just sort of, not, I don't want to say in my pocket, right? I don't want to be like, let's see, we're lightning, temporal. Yeah, might as well. The second sustain? We just have the one, do we not? Shed skin is a sustain. No? 7 turns. Oh, never mind. That's the sustain. This is a teleport to Kroshker. What class am I playing now? I'm playing as the Demented? Yeah. Lucky not to find. You're right. I pushed the wrong button. So we're... Did I eat him? I ate him. Okay, cool. This is working. So the Demented is a new class for the new expansion that comes out... When did I say? May 16th? No, sorry, Yoduda. I basically, I put things out of a convenience sake, if you know what I mean. So like 1, 2, and 3 are things that I'm going to be pushing a lot. And then I sort of spread it out from there. And I kind of like having these like middle-ish because I know I'll have like 2 other abilities. And then down here is where I put like sustains and like the like items I use and stuff like that. Yes, I'm not gonna like say it's in beta because I don't even want to. You know, the problem is you can't even say early access anymore, right? Because that's such a negative connotation to it. But I'm playing it before release, a pre-release. Is that a good way of saying it? I don't know. Yes, boots of dodging. Wait, oh, let's check. Is dodging defense? Yeah, it is. So defense is like avoiding damage. That's cool. The exact same armor. Nothing new there, really. I'm loving like the tentacle hand that just like flings out and hits things though. That's a lot of fun. What the fuck happened to me? Oh, I went blind. I thought for a second I ate him, and he ate me, and like I just like ate myself. But of course that that wouldn't make any sense probably. I just went blind. Yeah. Now if I ever go blind, I can wild out of it, but I like to just save the cooldown. I can just regenerate more. We've been trapped inside the maggot for a few days now. Feels like it. The others have already been broken, their weak minds unsuited for the task at hand. I threw them to the flesh chunks and watched as they were melted down. The cult has no need for the weak and foolish. Those that remain here conspire against me. I hear them whispering amongst themselves. Among themselves. They intend to abandon me and make their way back to the portal, which is surely swarming with defenders by now. Tomorrow I will goad them into following me for one last charge. If they fail to come with me, they shall all die by my hand. When I return to the sanctuary triumphant, they shall be forgotten, and I will be hailed as the savior. Such is a fitting end to such undevoted weaklings. Nice. Yeah, that's like, it's awesome that this game still has like a thriving, I don't want to say development team, but guy working on it and all that stuff. It's just good. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna do shenanigans. We're gonna jump down here. They're carrying feet because they're all up here being little bastards. Upper regeneration. We're gonna wait a little bit. Forget how to wait though. Okay, 5 key. Yep. We're gonna cast our carrion guy, or our what are they called? Decayed Devourers right here. Whoa, they're cool. All right, just big mouths. Oh, I think they all died. Wow. Excellent. Dark Whispers. Target is being driven mad by the void, taking 4.62 darkness damage per turn, reducing all powers by 2. Oh. That's not good. There have been zone lore that's turned out well. No, they always all died. Holy shit. What hit me? Bleeding from the spinal cord? Really? Turn that bleed off. Oh shit. The spinal cord. 630 HP. My shield's almost gone already. Okay. One of the centers of the nervous system of the maggot. If severed, the maggot will surely wither and die. Well, let's throw our little devourers out. See if they can help me a bit here. There they are. Nice. Get our sustain back going. Okay, so they're just getting AoE'd. It's fine. He's not getting me. Oh god, he's gonna get me. Okay. And these bosses are always so tough. Let's hit him with a Devour. Good damage there. What are all these afflictions on me? Pinned to the ground? That's not good. Dark Whispers. We're off balance. We're bleeding for 1,000,000 damage. Yeah, that's all good. At least we can wild some of that. Get our shield going again. We might need to blink out here. I'm gonna try though, try and hang in best I can. It's looking bad. What if we get a new fix start? Yeah, maybe. Is horses giving PTSD? I think they're cute. I think I gotta run. We can always come back. Reevaluate our life choices. We're bleeding again. Run! It's only horrible, horrible bleeds. We can shrug that off. Okay. Okay. Rest up, little Billy. My insanity's going down a bunch, but that's okay. Alright. Let's head back here, maybe. Okay. There's that bleed. Let's get rid of that, because that bleed is stupid amounts of damage. Okay. Hang in there. Shields up in 2 turns. Alright. Maybe this is a little cheesy, but it's what I gotta do. Let's get these little bastards out. They seem like they at least took like a hit or two, which is good. So how are we looking? We got regen in 1 turn. Nice. Okay, well that's us almost dead. How low is he? 105. We do have regen on, but it's 6 turns to our no, I think we gotta jump. Alright. It's not cheesing if it's the only way to win. That's a fact. I feel bad about it. Heal infusion also cures bleed. Oh, cool. I forgot about that. Thank you. Okay, wait. Okay, that's the bleed. Start with the heal then. Yeah, that's a good call. We'll jump in, actually. How about that? Wait, 15 turn cooldown? Yeah, we can last 15 turns. Get the horrors. Can I eat them? I want to eat them. Oh, I failed to eat them. Quest, the worm that devours. Thank you. Jeez, son. Trolls in damp caves. I don't want to go the troll mire again. You've destroyed the worm's neural spine, preventing the doom of sanctuary. Stuff trolls in damp caves. Don't you worry, I'll go to the troll mire. Oh, that's so cool. Look at it. It's like we just ripped it up apparently and just ate it. Thick venom drips from this Mind Star. Unfortunately, we can't really go. The Rod of Recall is very good. Just lets you teleport out. That's fine. It's not any of the fun stuff, but... oh man, this Mind Star. If only I could use Psy Blades, let me tell you. Wild Infusion of the Titan. Give yourself a 1 magical effect and reduce all damage taken. Not quite what I want. It's 2-handed. A lot of Mind Stars here, actually. Reinforced Iron Shield. Can we use a shield and tentacle? It doesn't really make sense, right? Just me? How does that work? Yeah, it's not even like there's not even a hand slot for it. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Anything else we got? No. Elm Totem of Thorny Skin. Oh, that's useful, yeah. Okay. I forget what the transmog everything is. Modify all the items in your chest. Some way to do this. Transmog now. Oh, I think, alright, so anything that's still yellow will automatically get transmogrified. Do I want any of these things? Do I want to keep anything here? Not really. Offhand the mind, yeah, no, the tentacle takes up, like, our spot, yeah. Okay. Let's get out of here. Man, this is a really long dungeon. Giant digestive sac. Open the sac, yeah. An object rolls from the sac. Champion's Iron Helm of Strength. Wow. That would mean, wow, and +2 will. And mental save. And a light radius. Yeah. I mean, I wish I had that previous to now, but... no. Nowhere left to explore. How do we leave, then? I guess we just have to teleport. To Krushker. Oh, it didn't work. Oh. I guess we have to use our Rod of Recall? That can't be right. There's normally an exit, like, by the boss. Oh, this just took a while to cast. Okay. That's fine, yeah. Transmogrifying... oh, there's a Wizard's Copper Ring somewhere in there. Oops. Don't remember picking that up. It was probably under the helmet. But transmogrifying just like auto sells everything basically. Super useful. Didn't used to be in the game, but I love it. So what do we think about these guys? They're crap, right? Right? They're crap. I think like there is a build for doing this, but it's not the build we're doing. We're just doing Beef Boy. Just eating stuff. Just getting more damage on our nuke, I guess. Sure. Definitely need more magic here. So we can start upgrading stuff. And I would like more strength for heavy armor training. It's quite good. It's quite good. Yeah, I think we'll do something like this. Teleport it into the worm. I did, yes. So combat accuracy is super huge. I find if you're not leveling accuracy every time you're able to, then you're just going to struggle to hit stuff. That's just something I've personally found. This lets me wear shields. I don't know if we can wear shields. I want to know if we can, like, you know what I mean? So, Anarchic Walk. You consume the chaotic forces of 2 Chaos Orbs, randomly teleporting you in a general direction up to 8 tiles away. You will always travel at least 2 tiles away. That doesn't seem very good. Trigger an explosion of your Chaos Orbs on a target. The orbs do no damage, but confuse it for 6 turns with a confusion power of 10% per orb. All your orbs are always spent. That sounds bad. No, I think we just upgrade Chaos Orbs to max and we just say screw like the rest of this tree. Just doesn't seem that good to me, personally. But like extra damage is always good. Okay, Lash Out. I want to be able to spin around with my tentacle. Fact. I mean, I kind of want to upgrade our actual tentacle itself. It's pretty good. I heard a doorbell. That was freaky. I think we do. I think upgrading your tentacle is going to be really good, right? Huh. Not unlearn his talents because... oh, whoops. Yeah, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. Man, that's tough. Yeah, let's get more tentacle. What does that do for me? More physical power, more weapon damage for your tentacles attacks. Ton more damage, has better crit chance. I like it. I think that's good. Lash out lets me like spin around. Seems good. Like we spin around with our weapon and our tentacle. Like we're just like just holding our arms out like in T position and just like helicoptering people. I love that. That sounds good. Okay. Pustulant growth. Oh, right. This is just increases our resistance. Might as well, it's passive. You know, throw a value point in there, I guess. That's going to help on bosses, probably. I'm not crazy about it, but I think down the road we're going to want it. Yeah, that's right. We have to use tentacles, so we should probably max it. I absolutely agree with that. Your mutations have enhanced your offense even further. You gain 8 accuracy and 8 spell power. Wow. That's pretty good for a value point. I like that. Okay, like just 1 point in here, because you see the scaling's not too good. It's like I get 2 more points in those, but like 1 point, 8 accuracy, 8 spell power. Like that's pretty nuts. Painful agony, the pain inflict. Oh, right. This is like while we eat it, we can steal a talent from it. Like that's kind of cool, right? We want to be an eaty guy. Let's grab that. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on now. I like it. And someday we might learn to be a friend of the worm, but probably not with this run. So that's my spin. Yeah, alright. I can deal with these things. Think I know what prodigy you're gonna take? I don't even know what a prodigy is, dude. What I like to do in these games, like, I don't know, I always roleplay. Like, it doesn't matter what game it is. You know what I mean? It's a bit weird, maybe, but I was trying. I'm like getting a feel for my character. I'm like this glutton. I want to eat everything, and I want to know who you are. There's some seeker of knowledge, but what's this? What are these? Should I write that down? Okay. Down triangle, circle, 3 lines up triangle. Who's this guy? It's kind of awkward. That which teaches history. Oh, shit. That's pretty expensive lore, game. Think about it. Oh, hang on. How does this dagger compare to mine? Arcane disrupting forces. Yeah, we can't use that, unfortunately. For you again? Staff guy? Yeah, we don't really care. Although, I mean, we can get, like, spell power, I think. Ooh, lanterns I like. The brass lantern of health is, like, one of the best items in the game, in my opinion. If you can find it early, it's just a shitload of life early on, and it gives you more, like, vision, so... It's hard to say no. Well, I guess we leave, right? That's the idea? Probably up through here. What's this? Teleport to the surface. I'll do it. Let's see what the surface has for us, huh? Oh, I forgot this music. It's good. Oh, we're here! Wait, isn't this where the archmages are? Because that's the archmage right there. Oh, okay, weird. That's weird. Like, I kind of like the idea that we're, like, buried, like, directly under the archmage's castle in the clouds. What brings an apprentice mage out into the wild? My story is a sad one. It's true, he does have a very sad story. I'm a novice mage, as you might have noticed, and my goal is to be accepted by the people of Angelwyn, be taught the secrets of the arcane. Who are the people of Angelwyn? Tell me about your Hogwarts in the sky. Keepers of... Oh, I'm not supposed to talk about them. Whoopity-doopity, I made a mistake. But if you ever find an arcane-infused artifact, we can give it to this guy. That's a quest. This is new. Never used to have these nice little quest pop-ups. This is perfect. We can go hunt a troll right away. Nope, there she is. That's Billy Bad. We're level 5. We could have done the arena, but I don't know how good I feel about it. Oh, we've already got a little mini boss. Okay. Let's not be asleep, shall we? Oh, no, I'm just screwed. Okay, let's, excuse me. Rude. First off. Hey there. Holy shit! You just got tentacled into oblivion. Oh, iron greatsword. Furnace spar. Oh my god. Where were you on my cursed run? Can I use it anyway? It's two-handed. So my tentacles go away when I use the two-handed OP sword. They just disappear. Fuck. Kinda just want to use it, because, you know, but... I've never... What? I can feel myself rotting away. You can't do that. Did the bee just say that to me? Or is there a person over here? I will... So, there's a lot of, like, mods for this game. There's, like, a pretty cool modding community. And I love that, right? I love small indie games. Period. I do love small indie games. I love supporting those kind of developers. I love finding all sorts of, like, weird little indie games that are, you know, good, less good, equivalent good, like mainstream stuff, and I just love it, man. But I love the fact there's a modding community for this game, and I'm sure there's people out there with 100,000 mods downloaded, but I'm normally a purist. Until, like, you know, I get super, like, good and I've broken the game and played everything. Which doesn't happen often with a game for me. But I do have one mod. The better escorts mod, because the escorts in this game are terrible. Like, they're so stupid. They just, like, as soon as you find an escort, it runs straight for his exit teleporter, which could be anywhere. Does not stop for combat, just runs and dies. So, I do love the Trollmeyer ones, so I'll read them. Find a tattered page scrap, perhaps as part of a diary entry. It's a gorgeous glade, but I could swear that looked like part of a human femur. So an absolutely gigantic troll, but fortunately I threw him off my set. No, Billy, don't do it. There's a direwolf off screen. Classic. This music's quite nice. This was actually also the first game to play years. The first game that I uploaded videos to YouTube and I had like a copyright strike. It wasn't from the creator of the game. It's just one of those like shit companies that, you know, just copyright everything because they can. But I didn't know that, right? It was my first copyright strike and I like panicked, dude. I was like, oh god. Yeah, we'll put this. And not, oh, I need, okay, move this to normal inventory. Great Maul is two-handed. It's fine. I'm gonna wait a few. Yeah. Well, the better escorts mod, they like stick with you, kinda. It's good. Let's do some cool stuff. Let's jump in on top. Oh, it didn't work. Can I just eat the troll? Yeah. They're trolls, right? Mercy. Oh, that's the thing I ate. The thing in my stomach cried out for mercy. Oh, that makes me feel bad. Oh, God. Okay, there's a tough one here. Let's get the shield up. Do my spin. Okay, how you doing? Emelurian, the forest troll. He's green-skinned and ugly. Well, he's also tough as shit, so that could be a problem. So either I kill him this hit or I die. Essentially, is what you're telling me, game. Can we cheese out? Peace out? It'll do for me. I'm struggling against all the paranoia. It's hard, you know? Oh, shit. Wow. Man, seriously, if I was playing my cursed run. Oh, we need this, man. Super plate armor. Mana each turn, maximum mana is useless to me. But, I mean, I get more constitution, temporal resistance, that's cool, I guess. Physical power, and then a bunch of armor and defense and stuff. Pretty neat. There's also a whole fatigue mechanic. You know, I don't really exactly know how to describe... Oh, man, a level 29 mage just died to the paradox worm. Poor bastard. That's one thing I love, too. I love how you're playing it with other people. There's a lot of, actually, old roguelikes that have, like, people playing at the same time and, like, you can see them, like, you're on the network. It's really cool. Pardon me. But, like, one of them, Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, which I love. Fatigue affects resource usage. Thanks, Yoduda. I don't actually really know how it works, so if you have a better way of explaining it, like 20% fatigue, do I use 20% more resources? Do I regenerate them slower? I apologize. That's my ignorance. But Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup back in the day, you would like connect to it through almost like an IRC type of client. It's really cool, and you could play like, you know, online while other people were playing, and you could also watch people play. It was really cool. There's a scrolling up game where you see how people die. Did I watch you play it? Scrolling up? Do you mean scrolling right? Because yes, Firina, we did play One Way Heroics. Incredible game. I do want to revisit that on the stream. It is just so good. But I forgot how to play it, so I keep thinking about playing it, but I forgot how. It's, you know, not easy, so. Then there were some strategies we figured out. Screen scrolls. Yeah, but you go to the right, and you can never go back left. And if you ever get caught by the left part of the screen, you die instantly. Like, that's it. Because the idea is the whole universe is being erased, and you're outrunning it. It's really cool. And you have to kill, like, the Dark Lord before the end. Find a tattered page scrap. Perhaps this is part of a diary entry. Ack, again. He's just a stupid old troll. It'll be easy not to let him get wind of me. Definitely found his treasure staff further on, but I had to turn back. If you get this, help! Fatigue affects how much more of a resource a talent costs. Okay. So that should be easy to check once we level up here. I should probably be eating things, right? Yeah, I should definitely be eating things. Like, constantly. Like, trash mobs? It generates insanity. Which is, holy shit! That poison. Ouch. Not like that. Spin! I do like that spin, though. Okay. Nice. Get this maxed out. Oh, level 3's plate armor. One more level for it, sadly. But that's okay. You can get another point of Lash Out, which is really good, actually. It just does a little bit more damage. I haven't noticed the stealing talents yet, but I assume that's gonna, like, do a lot late game. You know what I mean? We get more shield. That seems pretty okay. I think we're gonna go for Lash Out. I'm feeling it. It's been doing well for me. Like my spinning. So we need 30 magic for that. What does this do? We get more insanity per turn. Okay, we'll do digest. That's fine. We want to be Mr. Eat, so I'm going to put my points in eating. Mercy! No! No, you're stuck in my stomach. Get in my belly! You know, and it's so funny, if you go back like 10 years and you say that, like everyone knows what you're talking about, but how many people, right? Oh, I always love this. This door seems to have been sealed off. You think you can open it. Oh, there's going to be some nasty shit in here. I'm back after going to 7-Eleven wondering what this game Raffle played where scrolling up shows how people die is. Oh, no, it's one-way heroics. It's what we were referring to is right here, Edge, like, we're connected to other people playing. You can see this guy got 2 achievements. Good job, by the way, P8 Mania. But he can, like, you also see when people die. Why would no one know? Oh, you have no idea, dude. There's no troll in here. Just a bunch of snacks. Just jump right in the middle and spin. That's pretty good, I guess, right? Come here. I'm gonna eat you. My favorite is like the one you open. It's also in the troll mire, and it's like just a million like super bullshit wizards. Okay, that's I want to save. Shields we don't need. Phase door rune. Yeah, that's a very good one. And a surge I don't need. Wild infusion of the Titan. One of these scales off. Scales off Constitution Strength. That's the one I want. Regeneration infusion of the Duelist. Well, this is a better regeneration than I currently have, but it scales to Dexterity, so less useful, but it is ultimately better. So that's good. Global log. Yeah, I love having a global log in game. So I'm one of those people, I like the idea of community, but, you know, I'm a single-player gamer because I'm a loser. Also, just shy, and I, you know, don't like conflict too much. I will if I have to. We can phase door rune, right? With all this, I don't know, we can't. I like phase door a lot. I do like teleports, and that lets you be a little more aggressive. Man, those poisons always hurt so much. It is cure physical, Yoduda. Yes. And that's one of the reasons why you run wild for so long, I find. Just being able to cure being stunned. Because stun is how you die in this game. Annoyingly, it doesn't cure sleep. But... Wait, what's this? Stun. Oh! Oh, I can stun someone now because I've stole his... Oh, I stole his stun ability. Oh, fuck! Since when does this game have orc wizards? Rude. No more pain. No, 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 no. No, no, we're not giving you mercy till I stun one of your friends. Here you go. That's really cool, though. Oh, and Billy the bitch. Oh, it's Prox the Mighty, sorry. Wrong guy. He charges, so I don't actually want to be that far away from him. Yeah, that's not ideal. I think I can... Out of my way, please. Okay, here we go. This is a good place to fight. Thank God. They're gonna nerf stun? Hey, listen, Yoduda. I mean, I know nothing about that kind of stuff, but I mean, the game's been going for 10 million years, right? I want to eat procs. Oh, I couldn't. There's a wizard somewhere here, and we're waiting on him. I'm not afraid to cheese the game, because ah, you shithead. Hidden treasure. I know about the hidden treasure. I'll get it. Don't worry. Skull Cleaver. Pretty good. Spell Hunt Remnants. Pretty good. Find a tattered page scrap. Perhaps this is part of a diary entry. Writing this in a tree, and he's at the bottom of it. Waiting. His club is the size of a tall dwarf. Don't think I'm going to make it. Alongside the note is a part of the plan of the region. Come here, you little shit. Oh no, you don't get the run. That's not how this... Whoa, he regens too. Oh god. Oh, this works, Billy. Wait, teleported? Oh, no, 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 no. Let's see how it is. Oh, and I ate him. And I stole his foot. What? I stole his flame bolt? Now this is where the game gets cool. I'm not gonna die to anything, right? I'm pretty low health. Okay. Oh, there's some real shenanigans we can use. Okay, I like this. I never keep track of patch notes. Yeah, no, neither do I. Oh, I'm loving this eating people stuff. Please be one-handed. I think it's two, though. Skull cleaver. It doesn't say two-handed. Am I blind? Let's try, right? It is one-handed. Oh, nice. Okay, that's pretty good for us then. Got armor pen, bunch of crit. When this weapon hits greater weapon focus, 10% chance level 2. We got lifesteal on it, damage conversion, the blight damage. That's all fun. Spell hunt remnants. Let's find out if we are a wizard or not, Harry. Because the spell hunt remnants are pretty good. Your arcane abilities are being interfered with. Yeah. So that's unfortunate, but we know now. We'll have to, you know. Let's bore here. When we hit, we can corrode armor and stuff. Our champion hat's really good, though. I like it quite a bit. Like the bonus strength and everything. Healing mod and maximum life, though. We're gonna put this in our normal inventory. We'll probably use it later. So you're saying the game was not cool before? Oh, Edge. Ooh. You know what I mean? Don't look too much into anything I say. I don't want to be... I don't want to have that kind of power. Was it strength I needed? No, it wasn't. It's more magic we want. Hopefully get... I want to get more eating, for sure. Painful agony. You can use it for yourself at level... so leveling this up means we steal their talent and can use it at higher levels. That's cool. That's cool, being able to steal like a level 5 talent. And we're going to be able to choose which one we steal from a guy. How long does the flame last for? Until you eat someone else? No, for the 25 turns. Saying you're too edgy today? Oh, oh, I don't have enough stir. That's fine. I would really like more weapon mastery, but... whatever. Also want to be a wizard real bad, so... yeah, see, the second this comes off cooldown, it looks like maybe even. I think it's supposed to be the 25 turns, but... wait, I can eat the ivy? And now I can constrict people because I ate some ivy. What the fuck? We eat poison ivy. That hits targets constricted. Sure. That could be useful on this boss. So there's a hidden troll over here. This way leads to the lair of the mighty troll. Traces of blood are everywhere. Are you sure? What a lot of people sort of, you know, do, I've noticed. Well, back in the day, again, I'm like 3 years out of this game, right? Like the community. But they would, yes, Constrict is an ability from the Ivy. I believe you're correct there, Edge. I didn't know they had Constrict. It's very cool. But, anyway, what they would do is you get to this part and then you leave Trollmire. You go level up and you come back because this troll is tough. And that's not him. It's just some random forest troll hedge wizard that's also here for some reason. That hurt. Well, I can constrict him, so that's kind of cool. So this is weird. Digest has a 15 turn cooldown, but until it runs out, you can't digest again. I do understand that, don't get me wrong. I want to try and eat this guy, right? Like, that makes sense, right? I'm going to try and eat him. Oh, he's got a super shield now. I shouldn't have played with my food. Turns out, bad idea. That's quite the shield you had there, you little shit. Nice, we ate him. What do we get? Flame. Like it. Oh, more accuracy, please. Definitely more oh, right, we're the next level of magic. What can we get here? Inner tentacles. So whenever you deal a critical strike, your tentacles probe harder, feeding you more energy from the pain. So you can feed on the pain of others, so we get 20% chance to leech life of your attacks. That's kind of cool, but that's only while you're eating someone. Passive, but a cooldown of 13. Okay. You trigger a cascade of rapidly mutating cells in your bodies for 5 turns. Your body grows much bigger, gaining 2 size categories, making you able to walk through walls. What? Increases all your damage by 12% and all your resistance by 12%. Each time you take a step, your monster's form also causes a small quake, destroying and rearranging nearby terrain. What the hell? You have a rune of reflection? Oh, maybe that's what I want. Okay, exploding stuff is cool. I can erupt tendrils from the ground. I like that. There's too much I want to level up now. Not this one, though. I kind of want to get Painful Agnia, but I feel like we got to go huge, right? We got to get huge. That's ridiculous. Cooldown of 35. 5 turns, though. I like it. Let's do it. And we still got that guy's fireball. So that's fun. Let's drop that stuff down. There. Or overgrowth up here. Whoa, okay. Rune of Reflection. Neat. You can see your own image mirrored in the surface of the silvery rune. I don't think I ever got this. No text would be complete without at least a brief note of some of the more brutish races which infest our world. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to check that out, go for it. There's lore in the game. It's pretty cool. I like lore, but, I mean, that was pretty chunky for me, and I would have to read that out loud, unfortunately. But, cool thing about this game, you can always go here, and I can read that at any time, which is nice. It's not this one. This. So, I mean, that's holy shit, though. But I love that. I love being able to read stuff. Lock is loose. Loose. You think you can move it away? I'll move it. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Alright. Let's kill these guys first. Do we throw this fireball? Where's the boss? I got like 3 turns to throw a fireball or something. Okay. It's too late. I have to throw the fireball at that guy. Now I'm sad. I should have ate the other guy, actually. Alright, here we go. Your worst. Oh my god, we just chunked him. Okay, I mean, I'm not dead. With greater weapon focus. Each melee blow landed has an 11% chance to trigger an additional melee blow. Whoa! Neat. Cheltiev? I want to try and eat this guy. Right? That's fair. Oh, shit. I might die trying to do this. Is it worth it? Of course it's worth it. Here. How much health does this guy have? 4%. Oh, I didn't eat him. Oh, I tried. Hidden treasure. Planar beacon. Strange orb of demonic origins. Glows with surreal red light. Nice. Reflects damage done to you back to the attacker. That's pretty. Yeah, like Edge, this game, I mean Dwarf Fortress, what's another one? The Unreal World, like Worm Online. Like these are games like when you play, like you feel. I thought I said I could walk through walls. Wait, how did I shit? What? Did I just shit out a gem? I lied to. But like, it's just games like you play them and you're just like, it feels good. It feels like you're really like experiencing like someone's like actual care and attention put into a game. I know it's crazy. Okay, so I ate that guy. What does he give me? Strict. On Worm Unlimited. Yep, same thing. It's really good. I've played it unloaded on stream, Edge, several times on my own server, just by myself. Dearest Weissman, sorry to cut your bird watching session short, but I must bling. I don't know why I'm doing that. Bring this badinage to an end. I don't know what that word means, badinage. I have tolerated your ridiculous pomposity and false heroics long enough. At first I took your overinflated tales of bothering local wildlife with good humor, but now I realize with dread that you are sincere. You believe your pathetic wanderings to be the stuff of legend. Well, no more. We shall meet 7 days from now in Durst Town Square. Come prepared for travel. The number of rumors claiming that a monster has taken up residence within the ruins just north of town have grown to the point where they cannot be considered rumors anymore. You shall come with me, face this creature alongside me, and experience intimately the vast difference between your skills and my own. If we're lucky, you will learn this lesson unscathed, but I fear such a trial may cost you a limb or two. Prepare yourself if you've the courage, Rolf. That's it, eh? Alright. Well, the Rune of Reflection... Rune of Reflection. I want to keep that. Planar Beacon. Seems good. Keep that. Never got that one before. What does it do? Planar Beacon. Open a gateway to the Fearscape. Oh, that sounds cool. Stepping through it to a nearby location. As you step out, a burst of fire will leave with you, dealing 74.2 demon fire damage to everyone within 3 spaces, and leaving flames which deal an additional 74.2 demon fire damage over 4 turns. Additionally, shifting through reality enhances your awareness, allowing you to see all enemies within 8 spaces for the next 3 turns. Damage will scale your spell power, and the range will increase the spell talent. That's pretty cool. Reminds me of like, oh, that's my my light. Okay, it takes over my lantern slot. Sure. Reflects at most 250 damage. Scales your magic stat. Oh, we're gonna need that Rune of Reflection, right? But the question is for what? What do I drop for it? How do we miss that amulet? I mean, cunning's not overly useful to me, but I'll take it. Holy crap. I mean, I love how our spin is, like, huge. Like... Oh, shit. Like, it hits everything. The planar beacon, drop down here, or I'll forget. The fire burns you? Oh, yeah, I have no doubt. Yeah, we'll throw this on, sure. Oh, whoops. Shit. Cool. And player new beacon? Yeah, I know, I absolutely believe that. Still sounds pretty cool, though. Let's go to the Dearth. There's a lot of things to do here. We're almost level 10. Nice. It's a good level. One of these little shits wants to... Hey, you, come here. A tall, hooded man stares at you. I have read this probably 50 times on stream, but we'll do it again because it's been a couple of years. Yes, you look like a promising warrior indeed. I have an offer, human. You see, I'm an agent of the arena.
I look for promising warriors that can provide a good show for our audience. Perhaps you are strong enough to join. All you need to do is beat 3 of my men in battle, and you shall be rewarded. You consider the offer. Yes, I'm strong. I'll do it. This is pretty tough, actually, though. Feels like his and Mr. Origami's advanced to play with Raffle. Oh, not really, Ed. Sorry. Like, I don't mind playing it with you sometime. We'd have to set that up. Origami doesn't have it, though. I'm like one of the only people that I know that owns Word Unlimited. And it's like, if I'm playing with other people, like, I'd probably rather, like, play, like, something a lot of us could play. I really want to... We did Terraria a couple years ago with a bunch of the, like, stream guys. And we have a bigger community now. I'd like to see if we could get, like, Terraria in with everyone. Again, it was a lot of fun. Sorry, you can feel the man smiling from within inside his hood. I have wealth and glory to offer, and some very useful combat experience from fighting our men. So what do you think? Are you up for it? Hell yeah! This is actually tough, though. You should, like, level up first. Excellent. A great fighter is always willing to head into battle. You certainly won't regret meeting us, indeed. So are you ready? Yes, I'm ready to fight. Jeebs! It's like, that's why they're asking, though. They're just like, you're really sure you're ready for this? Can't stand Terraria? It's fun, though. Like, you know? I like it, you know? It's like... In some ways, I like Minecraft, like, a ton, too, but... Okay, is that how it's gonna be? Now, we do have to fight these guys, like, one at a time. Which means this guy's kind of a shit. And we don't want to kill this guy too soon. Because the second we kill this guy, the next one spawns. Like, you see what I mean? Immediately. Gotta be careful here. And this guy's not the worst one. The worst one, I think, is the next one. He's like a wizard. How much health do you have? I want to eat this guy. I want to eat him! Perfect. What skill did we get? Repulsion! Smash your shield in the face of all adjacent foes. I don't have shields, so... Arcane Blade. Try me, Brie! I mean, if needed, I will go to the Hellscapes. I will find you. I will kill you. Cornac Rogue comes back from the shadows. Well done, human! I knew you had potential. Takes off his hood, showing a fairly young but unmistakably battle-hardened man. My name's Reg. I want to believe this is what the Oblivion, what's he called, like the fan he grew up to do. You can cheese them by abusing the AI by moving out of their sight around the pillar. I've tried. I have no luck doing that. They just stay back and pelt me with slings. My name's Reg. I work for the arena to recruit great fighters who can give a good show and not die in 2 blows. You're one of those indeed. I won't keep you away from your adventures. I was there too long ago. We can make you a true champion. Loved by many and bathing in diamonds. So we get 2 generic talent points. That's excellent. Let's get... Wait. I mean, my computer is also, or my keyboard is also, like, non-standard edge. It's, like, smaller, and I have trouble using, like, other keyboards. I don't mind. He's still, like, just begging for mercy inside my stomach. Excellent. But one of the great things that Terraria brings to the table is everybody owns it. Like, it's really easy to play with people. So, I don't mind, like, doing something else. It's just, there's not a lot of games that have a lot of, like, possible players and also everybody owns. Like, I don't know. Do we want more strength or do we just keep getting our magic higher, right? Oh, we can upgrade our hand then, yeah. Seems pretty good. More crit chance, I like that. Oh, right. I really want to get plate mail going. Yeah, we need 26 strength for it, though. Almost there. because of our helmet. But if we could get plate mail, that would be excellent. So instead, what do we get? The tendril eruption. We hit an AoE. Any creature hit by the tentacle must save against spell or be numbed by the attack, reducing its damage. That's good. Yeah, it's definitely what we get. Oh, what did we put a point in last point? Oh yeah, hand. That's fine too. And generic points, we get weapon mastery. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't need any of these. They're nice, but I guess we can throw. Do I want any of these? Maximum negative insanity effects reduced by from 50% to 47. Like, I don't think I really want these. So we'll just save up and maybe we'll get a new generic talent at some point. Category. Super Mario 64 Online? Oh god, what? Sounds incredible. Starbound? I don't know, man. I've played it. It just has really weird pacing. And you don't ever get like that good feeling of building a base. You know what I mean? There's one of these guys is an alchemist. We can get a quest from him, I believe. Ah, home of Steer, the alchemist. Human robed in an immaculate white satin. Opens the door and eyes you appraisingly. Ah, an adventurer. I was just thinking I needed a new one. That sounds promising and ominous. Indeed, it is both promising and ominous. I can reward you handsomely for your efforts, but they will lead you into deadly peril, which I assume the previous 3 fellows who went off on my errand never to return can attest. And what do you propose? Good! Adventurer, I'm an alchemist, and I quite a good one. This year, for the first time, the great Brotherhood of Alchemists has invited my application to their number. I'll not try your patience with the details of the application process, but suffice to say it is grueling. Fortunately, a mere 3 tasks now stand between me and acceptance. How can I help? I require ingredients for 3 potent mixtures. Obviously, I seek your aid, none of them to be found simply strolling through the local herbalist. No, they will need to be forcibly potted from the owners, who will, just as obviously, put up a fight. I've yet to encounter a Naga who would be persuaded to hand over his tongue. I am droll at times. I specialize in separating vital body parts from monsters. What do you offer in return? Why, I will let you share in the fruits of my labors. Each of the 3 mixtures shall I produce in quantity sufficient to create 3 doses. 1 for me, 1 for the Brotherhood and their confounded trial, and 1 for you. I must tell you that time is of the essence. I'm not the only one who the Brotherhood invited this year, yet there will be only 1 applicant. Oh, they only accept 1, sorry. The first to complete their trials. I know of at least 3 others laboring furiously to take my rightful place. I've met 1 other. Should your aid see me through, I will reward you beyond even remarkable elixirs. I have an ancient life-binding emerald that grants great powers of health and healing when used properly. What say you? Yeah, absolutely, dude. I'm down. Okay, so elixir of the fox. Dexterity and cunning by 3? No. Defense and range defense by 6? No. Critical strike by 4%. I mean, probably defense and range defense is the most useful out of all of those. I forget what Dex and Cunning do, though. Crit is fun, though. Crit's a lot of fun. Oh, we were just talking to Foxy about, like, trying to find a game we can get a whole bunch of us together in. And we did Terraria previously, like a couple years ago. It was a lot of fun. Nowadays, we just sort of grab a couple guys. Like, we'll grab, like, 3 to 5 guys, and we'll just play something like Killing Floor, or, you know, whatever. And that's great, but it'd be nice to be able to have, like, you know, a lot of the stream chat at the same time. Just hop in our Discord and just chill. Nice. I don't know, like, out of all these, I don't really care about any of them. I guess we'll go for defense and range defense, maybe, but... Kind of increase crit chance, dex, accuracy. I'm just gonna go for defense. Less chance to be hit, that seems good to me. That's right, not a lot of games allow for a lot of players, and also not a lot of games like everybody owns. You know what I mean? Pixark. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like Ark, actually. Quite a bit. But I didn't play it much because A, my computer barely runs it, and B, like, it's one of those games where you have to, like, constantly be playing it, like every day you have to, like, go log in and feed your stuff and whatever, and that's okay. Oh! Who died to Billy the Troll? You butthead. Scooby. That's alright, though. We've all done that. It's the worst. Down here, there we go. Scintillating Caves, Elvala, and the Rayloran Camp. That comes last, actually. But I'm gonna call it here. Actually, we had a pretty good stream. I like that. You know, sure, it was probably only like 2 hours long, and you know, back in the day we used to do like 3-hour streams. But I'm an older man now, right? I've got old. I work longer hours. I actually don't. I used to be out longer when I was a cook, but it's a lot of physical work I do now, so I'm tired. But what can you do? Oh my god, you have all the achievements for Terraria. Jeez. Nerd. Holy shit. I have like nothing. I've played a lot of Terraria. I have 55 hours in Terraria. I only have like 38 of the achievements, apparently. Surprised I even have that many. Because I just play and have like fun. Like I just like building stuff and getting mine carts and going and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Either way, yeah. Something to think about. But I'll talk with you guys later for sure. Hey, what's going on here? Where's Esteban? We'll transition over to this. But yeah, I'll talk with you guys like tomorrow for sure. We'll get some more games in. Maybe some more Tales of Maj'Eyal. We're feeling good. I like this new class. It's a lot of fun. I think there's probably going to be more classes, like unlockable ones with this expansion, or maybe like a new race. They normally do that. I'd like to unlock them so I can try them out, but we'll see. But hopefully we'll also be able to figure out, yeah, a game where we can play with more people. Actually, no, tomorrow night we're doing more role playing. Yeah, we're gonna have the guys in, do some more of that. We'll do some Tales of Maj'Eyal as well. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, take it easy, guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow, as always.